Welcome back, and welcome back. Today we're going to make garbage bread. It sounds a little off, but it is absolutely amazing. Ground beef, we're only going to use a pound of that. A small Velveeta block. We're going to use this seasoning here. Okay. Half a cup of red onion. Half a cup of my tricolor bell peppers. We've got a cup of cheese there. That's the Fiesta blend. We've got a pizza dough here. All right. And then we've got some Worcestershire sauce. And here's your shot. Let's get cooking. All right, we're going to go ahead and brown up this meat, but I'm going to go ahead and cook the onions and the bell peppers in there. And like I said, that's half a cup of each one. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and brown this up. It should take us about 10 minutes. And we're going to get that done. And when I finish browning it up in about 10 minutes, anywhere from 7 to 10 minutes, cooking it on a medium heat, depending on your stove, okay? And so I'll be back in 10 minutes. All right, you can see we've browned up our meat. If you have an amount of, a lot of grease in yours, go ahead and drain that grease out of it, okay? We don't want that. We're going to go in with a tablespoon of the Worcestershire. And then I'm going to go in with not that whole packet. I'd say about a tablespoon and a half. Just enough to give us some good flavor, okay? And I'm going to mix that on in. And then we're going to go ahead and get that cheese in there and let that cheese melt right on up. Yum, yum. I'm telling you, you better make some. So we're going to go ahead and get that cheese in there so we can get it to melt. I'm going to go in with all of that. And so we're going to melt this on up. And this should take us about anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes depending on your stove. I did cut that up, but you surely can't tell. Okay, so we're going to let that melt up, and then I'll be back. All right, this is what she's looking like after 2 minutes. Okay, she's not completely melted, but I wanted you to see it doesn't take long, okay? So another minute, and she'll be ready. But we're going to have to let it cool off a little bit before we put it on that dough. All right? And there we go. She didn't even need a minute. So now I'm going to let her cool off. Take her off this heat and let her cool off for about 15 minutes. Because otherwise, it'll be way too hot. It's going to turn that dough into pretty much just mush. So we're going to let her cool off for about 15 minutes. And I'll be back. All right, we're going to go ahead and roll out that dough. Stretch it out just a little bit. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. Okay. And then we're just going to get this nice little mixture right on there. And I'm going to spread her out. And this is it. This is so simple, so easy, so delicious. Once you try it, it's perfect for movie night, just because you want to night, dinner, because this is all I feel like doing tonight. I've made this mixture up quite a few times, and I'll have it in the freezer, and then just thaw it out when I want it. I'm telling you, it's a beautiful thing. I told you I love to put stuff in the freezer. It saves you so much time when you just don't feel like cooking, but you still want your family to eat something decent. It does make a difference. I'm using a metal spoon because it makes it easier to spread it. Okay? And we're using all of this mixture. All of it. I mean, this is a good mixture for some taco meat, too. I've done that, too. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel. I do a lot of yummy over here, and I would love to have you here. Okay? And there we go. And then what we're going to do is something really simple. We're going to go to this end. We're just going to start rolling her up. That's it. Just start rolling her up. Look at that. That's all we're going to do. This is why you wanted the meat mixture to cool off a little bit for you. And we're just going to kind of put those seams. Let me turn that around a little bit. Kind of put that seam together a little bit. Push it down. And then we're going to take those ends and we're going to fold those over. Okay. I'm going to fold that over. That off of there. And then we're going to put it on a cookie sheet. Alright, let me get the cookie sheet. Alright, I got to do some maneuvering here. And you want to put it seam side down, okay? So we're going to go down with that side. There we go. Okay, and just close those ends up. I should have folded it the other way, but it doesn't matter. Alright, and there she goes in the oven. You can put some everything bagel on there, but I don't care to have it in mine. Completely up to you. And we're going to bake her in the oven anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes, depending on your oven, on 400. I'll come back and let you see what she looks like. And there she is. Things made easy with Gigi. All day, every day. Look at that crust. Please like, subscribe, and feel free to share. Everybody be blessed and stay safe. You'll see Gigi on the next one. Take care, you guys.
Are you ready for phase 1?